Hey, this is Miss G, your favorite math teacher. Today we're practicing social distancing on our four-wheelers. We're going to go on a little nature ride and a nature hike, and we'll let you know what we find. These purple flowers only bloom in spring. If you can figure out what kind of flower it is, they smell great. I want you to notice where these little purple flowers are growing. There's a branch right here. There's water flowing in the branch. And this is the bottom of a big hill where it's pretty moist also. There's lots of different things blooming in the woods. Can you figure out what kind of tree this is? My mom and dad came down on their side-by-side and they're going on a nature hunt with us. I thought this was really interesting. This tree is growing out of a stump. Nature always finds a way to make things happen. This prickly vine is just starting to bloom. It produces a yummy fruit that we eat in the summer. Can you tell me what this is? This is a common wildflower found in the woods. Can you Google it and find out what the real name is?
More down.
As I'm walking through, I'm starting to see that the rocks have more moss on them. What do you think that means? Here's a huge rock covered with moss. Okay, I'm coming. All right, here the boys are on some more huge rocks. And I want you to look what's flowing up beneath those rocks.
Hey, come look at this cupish thing right here.
Cupish thing?
It kind of looks like a bowl. Come look how it formed right here.
Okay, now can you tell me why you think there's more moss in this area?
It must have broken when the snail got out of it.
Let me see that. What did you find?
It's a shell.
Turn it over and let me see the other side. Wow, that's a cool find.
Yeah. Come look at this. Can you come me on to show?
No.
Look at this.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a bowl.
What? It is kind of like a bowl. Why do you think that's formed like that?
I don't know. It might have been how the lava it fell, kind of.
The lava?
Yeah, rocks are made out of lava.
They are?
I think that this was one of the bubbles in the lava, and it got popped when it dried, and it made that cup.
Oh, you know what I think happened there?
What?
I think that's where the rocks have been carved by the water. See how that water sits in there?
Oh yeah, it's probably
And that water carved the rock out.
Yep.
Which is how streams and stuff happen. They're carved out by the water. Now this stream doesn't, or this is really a branch. It doesn't have much water in it right now. But when we came down after we had all that rain, that we found a lot of waterfalls and stuff. So, oh, Carson and Pawpaw have found a cave. Let's go look in it. All right, that's a cave. Did you find the cave?
Yeah.
Watch for snakes.
Watch for snakes, good.
Didn't you say you built a fire in
We did. We built one little small one right in here somewhere.
Okay.
This was all cleaned out when we was using it. We'd come here and play.
here?
So this is my daddy. And when he was a little boy, him and his brothers and sisters would come play in this cave. And they weren't worried about snakes at all back then. He says he wouldn't dream of playing in it today.
Copperhead big.
It used to be more cleaned out.
Yes, then we found out, which we played in it. We had all the leaves and all pulled out of it. We'd build a little fire under there. And we had rocks stacked up right around the edge here. You could get in there and there's a little cabin like in under there.
I bet that was
And
fun.
we got another rock right over there, which is different than it used to be, but you could go under one side of it and it was about 8 feet and you'd come out on the other side in the dirt and we'd go under that and play in that.
Let's go find something else cool. I see something cool beside Carson. Carson. Carson, is that a root ball? Tree that's fell over, and that is a giant root ball system next to Carson. Now Carson is about 6'2", so that is a big root system.
Come up here, Nick, and I'll show
Let's
you
look
the rock.
inside this cave. Lots of rocks. That would be a good place if you were lost in the woods to shelter. It's a really neat rock formation.
Hey, this is neat. Did you see this, Carson?
Say hi, Nana. Say hi.
This rock goes through.
That's my mom. Hold on. This is a really neat way to look. Look how angular this rock is right here. I think that's pretty close to a 90-degree angle.
This one right here, that's the one we'd crawl under, but when that tree fell and all, it's just pulled it and the rocks is jumbled up differently.
Well, we know that a 90-degree angle has 90 degrees, but what's it called other than a 90-degree angle? Look at all these
Old king places
rocks.
up here where the house used to be.
Here's that big root ball that Carson was standing next to. And you can see all the little roots coming out of it. There's rocks mingled in with that. These are great places for animals to hide. And the rotting wood helps to give back to the forest the nutrients. Okay, let's look at all these rocks, and I want you to notice there is a big tree growing on top of all those rocks. How do you think its root system would look? Here's another angle I found in nature. It is not 90 degrees, it is less than 90 degrees, which would make it what kind of angle? Less than 90 degrees. Look at this tree. It has a super weird root system between the rocks.
Hey, that is like one of them animal holes.
You think it's an animal hole? I
Yeah,
bet there
because-
are some animals that get in there.
Yeah, for shelter, to hide and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Animals will do
What kind
that.
of hole do you think that is, Kiefer?
Rabbit, snake hole.
I hope there's not a snake that big out here. Maybe an armadillo hole.
Either one.
You can see there's a tunnel that goes all the way down.
Sometimes when trees fall like that, animals will act, but that they'll stay in it.
They will stay in it.
Hey, let's see if there's another one over here. All these dead trees.
So even these trees provide shelter and nutrients to the forest even after they die. I want you to notice that I'm seeing a lot of ferns. And I see right down here, there is some more water. So again, what do you think it means when you start seeing a lot of ferns or moss? A lot more green stuff.
Look,
What is that?
it's where a deer will sharpen their horns.
What's that called when a deer sharpens their horns?
I don't know. What's that?
It's called a rub. A deer rub. Quit. It's called a deer rub.
Yeah.
This is the seed of a certain kind of tree, and if you step on them, they hurt really bad. What kind of seed is this? Look at this angle that I found in nature. It looks like it is more than 90 degrees. What kind of angle would this be?
Look how this tree has been twisted.
Why do you think it's twisted like that?
Well, there are certain kinds of trees, and they'll twist like this.
But why is it twisted like that? There's a reason it's twisted.
I don't know. It might
Okay,
be
well look
for-
on that, look at the bottom there.
Yeah,
What do you see there?
I see roots.
It's a vine.
Oh,
So a vine has
Actually-
twisted its way around that tree, and it just made the tree look twisted. We found another natural angle. This one is less than 90 degrees.
I can knock this down.
It's wider and wider at the top, but remember when you're looking at angles, you're looking for that vertex, which is where the two rays meet. So that would be right there at the bottom.
I'm sorry.
This is a certain kind of tree that has leaves that resemble tulips. See if you can figure out what kind of tree it is. All right, we're breaking for lunch. Carson and Kiefer packed us a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and an apple and some chips and water. we've ridden our four-wheelers down to one of the ponds, and it's dark and damp down here. Look at all the beautiful ferns. There's lots of moss. There's a little man-child up there.
Hi.
Human boy. Here comes Lilybug. Look at a fern. This is what a fern looks like before it opens up. The boys threw some of their bread scraps in the pond, and we've got minnows everywhere. Yeah, Lily is swimming over there.
We need a bucket.
There's some big minnows in there, aren't there, Carson?
There's some out there in there about 6 inches long. Man.
I see a really big one. This is a special kind of plant that only grows in the spring. It is edible to humans, but you have to cook it a special way because it is poisonous if you don't parboil it first. What do you think this is?
Mommy, come here.
Alright, so we're over here by the pond. Again, it is a damp area. And look at all the pretty little spring flowers in bloom. Reds and purples. Smells really good. Four-wheelers to the other pond. This one has a much different color than the other one. Why do you think this pond is so much greener than the other pond? Whoop, Lily went straight to the pond again. Girl. Can you smile for us? She's a smiler. Hey Lily, can you smile for us? Show us your smile. She has the silliest looking smile. Can you smile for us, Lily? Can you smile? Okay, we're going to see who can get to the top of this hill first. 1, 2, 3, go!
Two monkeys. We like to, Tiny.
Oh, alright.
Something to get a hold of.
I think Kiefer may be part mountain goat. Hey, this is our second race.
Watch that stop, no joke now. Yeah,
This hill is almost straight up. 1, 2, 3, go!
1.
I don't know why Kiefer went that way.